I was thinking, is America returning back to its Christian roots under President Donald Trump? Um, been looking at all the policies and things lately, and there seems to be a different spirit in the world, uh, in America, and it, to me, does seem to me like there are some Christian principles returning to America. Seems to be a change of the guard or something from the last group of leadership. um, I think the last group of leadership couldn't. It was a lot of things that went against what God ordained, went against what God says in the Word of God, and I do see a lot of executive orders um, that line up with the Word of God in Trump's plans. Um, I know a lot of people. This is dividing the nation. You know, whether to follow Trump or or the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. Um, but there's real hatred for Donald Trump that I see. It's like I've never seen before. You know, and just the whole new government. Even though this is the crazy thing, even though he won by popular vote, and America had an agenda that they wanted him to accomplish, and he's starting to put in place the things that the voters voted for. Um, there is no positive message coming out from that. It's still a negative uh, vibe in most of the news media, and that's kind of crazy. But when they interview people, not the anchors on the news, but when they interview people, most of the time they're shocked at what the people are saying. And most of the people are saying they're satisfied, or they are, you know, um, happy with what Trump is doing. From what I see, I see a lot of executive orders being signed. I don't know how much of this stuff is going to go through, how much is going to pass and be law or whatever, but I do like the direction in which the country is going. Last year, this time, the White House had something different for Easter. It was, I think, Transgender Day or something like that on the same day as Easter. And now they're having an Easter party or, celebration at the White House. Just a different spirit, it feels like, in America. Um, and hopefully it continues. Hopefully me being a Christian, I love it. And I believe it's the right way to be. Um, it's a way that people can respect, each other, love each other, and honor each other. You know, the other way seems to be a little bit more harsh. Seems to be another. I mean, it was like total cancel culture. You couldn't really say things that you wanted to say, or do things that you wanted to do. Even on YouTube, many things were being censored. Um, and hopefully, all of that stuff ends. This is America. We're supposed to have freedom of speech. Even if we don't agree, it's good to have dialect. It's good to talk to each other and understand, not just cancel somebody because you don't agree with what they say. Um, so, from my perspective, I believe it is changing, a changing of the guard, and we actually needed it. The country was going somewhere that I didn't recognize, So, hopefully, this thing can continue to shape up, and we can get better and better. We need a revival in the land. We need a revival. We need people to return back to Christ. We need people to get closer to Christ, myself included. Just get closer and closer, and just be better. Be better people. Um, I do appreciate y'all checking in. Christy, Ashley, Um, peace and love. 561. I do appreciate y'all. I got to get back in here to work, but I just wanted to leave a quick message and encourage you guys to continue to seek the Lord. If you're not, if you don't have a relationship with Jesus, very important to have one, especially in times like this. Um, I do appreciate y'all. I do love y'all. Ask that you pray for me, and I'll continue to pray for you guys. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed.